Oh, it's Young Up here. I'm just going to talk about. So I've talked about the Hurt Business, talked about a bit of other little wrestling, but I'm going to talk about Brian Danielson versus John Moxley. That match is going to be a great match, honestly. But with John Moxley's new way of like the Blackpool Goblet Club, like transitioning into a more of a heel faction, and less tweener, less face, turning on Brian. It's unbelievable. Like, it's going to be good. It's going to be a hard hitting match. And I really want Brian Danielson to win. And it's not going to affect John Moxley losing at all. With that, the new version of BCC, they can kind of just carry on and do their shit. But if he was to lose, I feel like they need to do something that Brian will get attacked after from Claudio, or maybe a new guy, you know? Or maybe they get attacked and then the Hurt Business comes down. That would be a pretty cool debut for the Hurt Business, but I feel like they need to keep the Hurt Business separate, away from that shit. Maybe Brian Danielson gets turned on by Wheeler Yuta at the end. I don't know, but Wheeler Yuta goes on his own path. Because I feel like Wheeler Yuta is good. He could be in Brian's corner, and like you could have Team Brian, and like if you had to do more of a Team Brian style, MMA, because he does fight like an MMA fighter. You could put him, Wheeler Yuta, and add someone else, bro. Someone who's a bit young, someone who's got that experience though. But I was thinking Shabata. Honestly, Brian loves that, hard hitting style, so it'd be good for him in the corner. And like they kind of haven't really done much with him with Hook and Samoa Joe, so kind of like has Brian have a bit of like a team with him, like, and as well as just kind of just shows that aggressive wrestling style. Like, I love that aggressive type of strong style type of wrestling, man. It's enjoyable. I love UFC type vibes. So like, you watch those two, watching that type of style of wrestling gets me on my toes. Don't get me wrong, I love cruiserweights. I love how they like are so agile in the ring, but the technical aspect of like technician wrestling is fucking, it's pure, bro. It's pure. Another thing I really wanted to talk about was with Crown Jewel, you got Gunther facing Cody Rhodes, which is actually quite fun. A lot of people bagging on it, but at the end of the day, you get a fun match, but I reckon it should be like a screw job. Like, Kevin Owens should come in and just stun, like, ref bump or something, or like, stay hydrated. Like Kevin Owens should just come in and like give a pop up power bomb, or like, attack Cody Rhodes. Like, he's already turned heel. But it should like kind of showcase the fact that, man, you don't really want Gunther losing, but you don't want Cody losing clean, because it would just like defeat that whole championship. Like, bro, like these are two of your best guys, and like, right, yeah, who's better? But reality is, you don't really want to do it clean. And they have teased that match at the Royal Rumble a couple of years ago, so it'd be cool just to see the match in general, but it'd be good to see a bit of is that, like, it doesn't finish clean, like, and matches I'd like to see at Crown Jewel would have to be, give us Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker. That'd be a good starting match. Really great. Great to like pop the crowd, like you know, yeet, 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 and then it would like Braun Breaker, but then after, I would also like to see Seth Rollins facing Bronson Reed. And it could be their first encounter. They could like do many more encounters, but it'd be a good way to like showcase that part of that rivalry. And another one I would also like to see is the United States Champion. Come on, man, like LA Knight facing Triple Threat and with Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes. That'd be a good match, and I feel like LA Knight should win. And then a female match, I don't really get into female wrestling as much. I just find it really long. Like, I do like it, but I just, yeah, find it just a bit too long. Liv Morgan should face someone, someone different. I feel like you gotta, like, put Rhea out of it till WrestleMania and she could get that Mania moment. And then you could also have, who's the women's champion on SmackDown? You know, put that match in. None of that PLE. But then also I was thinking a tag team match too. Like either or either. Like showcasing that tag team division a bit more would be nice. But anyways, like that's my advice. Like that's my perspective on things and things I want to see in like AEW. And also actually, one more thing is Jay White attacking Adam Page, and like Adam Page, bro, like he's like honestly the heart and soul of AEW. Like you know, I don't know, he is. He just walks. He just really is, and it's quite cool. Like if he faces Jay White, it showcases Jay White a bit more, bro. Like Jay White came in with the Bang Bang Gang, well, you know, like Bullet Club Gold, and then obviously Bang Bang Gang now. So guns up still. Me being from New Zealand, I love watching Jay White, like the way he wrestles, but also just his mic skills. Like he's a fucking bro's jacked. Yeah. Like bro looks good, bro. Bro looks good, and like fuck, from being from New Zealand, like he's still making the bank. But it'd be good to just give him that spotlight, man. Like I'd honestly like build him up and maybe build him up to like down the road win that TNT championship, bro. Like yeah, the guns with him, and then like you just have him with that TNT championship. Let him run through like a good solid year with that TNT championship, bro. At least that TNT championship will mean something. Like I like Jack Perry's new like version of gimmick, but I just come on, man. Like these are I find him really boring in the ring. Um, Another thing too, you got Will Ospreay got attacked from Ta- Tashika. Takisha, or what you know what I mean. That match it's been brewing for a wee while, and I'd like to see Kyle Fletcher turn on Will Ospreay and fully align himself with Don Callis rather than like because then it puts Will Ospreay as just a pure single star. He can go solo and like he's a proper assassin, you know, like at that point, you know, but it gives Takeshita that, man, like, you know, you're building up that next kind of star from beating Will Ospreay, and Will Ospreay can kind of like venture out towards winning that AEW championship because, bro, he's a beast and he should be fighting for that championship. It does give the international championship a bit of that, like, rub, like, where you could even have him win one match and then lose. You know, even it just goes both ways. But you really want the Don Callis family to kind of have something if they're showcasing them all the time. You know, like it's like they get something out of it. Yeah. That's the best I could do. Or unless you have him keep it, and then you have, like, say, Bobby Lashley or Shelton Benjamin beat him, but then that doesn't make sense. You really want to, like, you don't want Bobby Lashley beating Will Ospreay or Shelton Benjamin at this point beating Will Ospreay. Like, I feel like with Shelton Benjamin, you could just have him winning. Like, they could do what they did with Claudio. They could give him, like, a Ring of Honor championship, but it would still, like, give him a bit of that title rub. Even, you give him that world title on fucking, Ring of Honor. Maybe face it. Maybe if Mark Briscoe really faces Chris Jericho and loses, like, down the line, that'd be a great match. But then it's like, it doesn't actually hurt Mark, or, yeah. Comment down below. I love wrestling and I love exercise at the moment. What I love is wrestling, exercise. I'll talk about UFC and NBA when the season's back on. And ciao.